Hello, welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with what's happening here on this channel. And if you already subscribed, thank you so much for tuning in today. So this week I want to encourage you with this. God is patient. He is patient and He is long suffering. He will endure with you through any situation that you go through any struggle that you have. Just know that God loves you, He sees you, and He is patient with you. He's not going to get tired of you. He's not going to get tired of, you going through challenges and going through different things. He's going to meet you right where you are. He's going to meet you in the midst of your situation and help you right at the point that you are in this very moment. And I just think it's so important for us to remember that, we hear so much about the wrath of God, and we don't need to sin, we don't need to do that because God's going to respond this way, He's going to respond that way. And there is truth, that God will respond. There's consequences for, sins that we commit, and it's not to say that when you mess up and you do things wrong, that God won't in love discipline you and help you to get back on the right track. But even in that, it proves His patience. It proves that He doesn't throw us away when we mess up. He comes right back to try to help us out, to help us get back on the right path, to get back going in the right direction. His mercies are new each morning, and they are brand new. They don't roll over. We don't have rollover mercies. Every morning, God's mercies are brand new. For every situation that you have today and moving forward, His mercies are always going to be brand new for you in every situation. Consider, Bible characters. Consider Moses, who, told God everything that he wasn't, and God still used him. God still went with Moses. God still used him to do the thing that He wanted him, to accomplish in the earth. Why? Because He is long suffering. He is patient. Even when Moses said, "Oh God, I speak this way, or I don't speak that way, or I can't do this and I can't do that," God said, "No, you are the one, and you will go." And He was patient with him. Consider Gideon, in his story. He tested God. He tested God, and God still went with Gideon. God still appeased him in a sense. God still answered him when he had questions and when he, was concerned. But the thing about it is, Gideon was still ready and willing to go. He was still willing to move on what God said. But what do we see in his story? We see that God is patient. He may come to us and stand right in front of us sometimes, and we may still question Him, but guess what? He still loves us, and because He's a loving God and He's long suffering, as I said, He will endure. So don't give up on yourself. Don't think that God is giving up on you. He's not going to give up on you. The work that He began in you, He will complete it. He'll perfect it until the day of Christ's return. He loves you. He's going to be patient with you. Consider your own life. I consider my own life. I think of all the many times that I've messed up, all the, many times I've re-questioned God. I question Him again and again after He's spoken one thing to me, and I go back and say, "Well, God, I don't know. Did you really say that? Was that me?" All those different questions, all the apprehensions, all the, different ways that I have questioned Him. All the mistakes that I've made, and I look down many times or look at myself many times, and I'm like, if I was God, I would be like, she ain't gonna get it. She ain't gonna get it. I'm gonna try this with somebody else. She's not gonna get it. And I've been through. But, oftentimes that's what we do. We look at God and we think that because, that's how we would respond to ourselves or to any other person, that's the way, that God will respond as well. But His ways are not our ways. And we're striving every day. We're learning to grow and to be more like Him. But who He is who He is. And we can't compare Him to how we will respond. We can't think that just because we think a particular way, then that's the way, that God thinks it. So that's my encouragement for you this week. Just know that God is patient. He's long suffering. He is going to endure with you. He's going to help you. He's going to mold you and motivate you and press you forward. Just stick with Him and just trust in Him, and don't give up on you. And I pray that this was an encouragement to you. And I will catch you guys in the next video.